Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is said to have many different twists and turns, as well as surprises in this film by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one great thing about this film that a lot of people are really excited about is, of course, lightsaber duels, space battles, land battles, and a whole lot more that is going to be a part of this movie by director J.J. Abrams. Now, the great thing about JJ is that we do know that he is bringing back lightsaber duels in Star Wars Episode 9, something that was completely absent from, of course, The Last Jedi. We did not get a proper lightsaber duel between both Kylo Ren and Luke that we will now be getting between both Rey and Kylo Ren in The Rise of Skywalker, thankfully. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of both Rey and Kylo Ren, with both of their lightsabers locked together, where it's described that the environment around them is described to be in the middle of a battlefield. It's described that their surroundings begin to get very staticky and distorted, where it said that the scenery begins to morph into the planet of Mustafar, where Darth Vader's castle is seen in the distance. It's described that Kylo and Rey begin to duel each other, where the castle is seen in the distance in between them. The next goes over a large volcanic eruption in the background that causes the flash fight to eventually morph back into the First Order battlefield, where it's said that TIEs and A-Wings are crashing into the surface. Rey eventually strikes Kylo Ren's lightsaber with full force, where now the environment begins to crumble, where they are now fighting on a beach in heavy rain, with threatening waves crashing into nearby cliffs and rocks. It's implied that this is the planet and/or world of Ahch-To, as it's described that a large island is seen in the distance. It's described that as both Rey and Kylo duel, there are numerous lightning strikes and strikes of lightning in the background, creating a very dark theme for the battle, where it's said that a large wave takes down both Kylo Ren and Rey, only to find themselves back on the battlefield again, laying on the ground. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that flash fights are going to be a new thing in The Rise of Skywalker, in case you guys did not know. Flash fights are basically a mixture between regular lightsaber duels, flash forwards and flashbacks, as well as the Force Bond sequence. So what's really intriguing about this is that this is JJ's way of really evolving what he created lightly in The Force Awakens and what Rian Johnson adopted in The Last Jedi, that JJ is now taking to the next level in Episode 9. So in Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, these things called flash fights are said to be a way for J.J. Abrams to take fans down a trip of memory lane, where we get to see different worlds of different eras of Star Wars films, such as Tatooine, Naboo, Mustafar, Ahch-To, you name it. And by far, guys, I think that the Mustafar location sequence definitely does line directly up with what we heard a couple of months ago about there being a set piece that was said to be the bottom portion of the Mustafar castle that once belonged to Darth Vader, right? Vader's fortress. And we always wondered as to why they were developing a set piece of Darth Vader's castle, and it seems as though that's actually going to be a part of this brief sequence in which both Rey and Kylo Ren are actually within the environment of the planet of Mustafar. Now, the biggest question of all is this, right? Are they really on Mustafar, or are they really on Ahch-To, or are these just literal, dream sequences, or I guess you could say just simulations, if you will, of Rey and Kylo Ren going to those environments? It's kind of like this. If you look at The Force Awakens, when Rey goes into the Force Vision, she's not really within the corridors of Cloud City. So it's pretty much taking that idea that J.J. Abrams applied in The Force Vision and applying it to a lightsaber duel. Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm actually really liking this idea by J.J. from what we have heard so far about these flash fights and how it's going to take us to different worlds of the Star Wars franchise. I think that this truly sounds amazing, and what J.J. is really trying to do, I think he's really trying to do something where we get to see many of the different worlds of the Skywalker saga in one single lightsaber duel. Now, mind you, we do have two lightsaber battles in Star Wars Episode 9. One of them is going to be more brief than the other. The more lengthy one is going to include these flash fights, if you will. And when we think about this, I think that the Act 2 one sounds very incredible, as they are fighting in the rain, the downpouring rain with lightning strikes in the background. It just sounds very dark, and what J.J. Abrams is trying to go for here, it really does seem like he really wants to take things to the next level. This is basically flow walking at the end of the day. This really is flow walking with a lightsaber duel in the mix. And guys, I gotta say, I mean, this is something new and different, and I do accept something that is different and unique. You know, mind you, in The Last Jedi, we got that lightsaber duel between both, you know, Luke and Kylo Ren that wasn't really a lightsaber duel per se, because their lightsabers never clashed and Luke was never really there. So now J.J. Abrams is doing something where, you know, they are in a force bond slash flashback, flash forward, whatever have you, but at the same exact time, they really are clashing lightsabers. They really are engaging each other in an actual duel, so keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.